Hey, let's take a look at using Inferable to build an agent with the ability to take actions against a Postgres database. Inferable is an open source platform for building large language model powered agents. We provide a set of developer SDKs that allow you to wrap functions and make them available to your agent to call. We also provide a set of common adapters, and today we'll be using the Postgres adapter, which allows us to interface with a Postgres database without writing any code. We can go ahead and start the adapter by providing a database connection string, which in this case is just pointing to a Postgres instance running on my machine, and an Inferable API secret key. If we jump back into the dashboard now, we'll be able to see a couple functions have been registered. One for getting the schema of the database for context for the agent, and another one for executing queries against the database. Inferable executes functions within your infrastructure and is built using long polling. So in this case, we don't need to open any ingress to my local machine, and the database connection string is never sent to Inferable. So now that we have a couple functions attached for interacting with the database, we can go ahead and start to issue some prompts within the Inferable dashboard directly. But we also provide a number of other ways to interface with your Inferable agents. These include our APIs and SDKs, which can be used to embed Inferable into other applications and UIs, by generating an email address, or using other automation tooling such as Zapier. But today we're going to use our Slack integration to start to chat with the Inferable agent. So we have a Slack workspace here with the Inferable application installed, and we can go ahead and start to interface with Inferable by sending messages to the application. So in this case, we can ask a question about the state of our database. So get some details about our last order and give us the items that the order contained. This is going to require the agent to build an SQL query that joins across a number of tables. So our products, line items, and orders. And we can see that when the result has been fetched, it's sent it back to us within the thread. And we can see we've got an order number and status and some details about the individual items. We can go back to the dashboard and have a look at the individual steps that took place for it to arrive at this result. So we can see here that the run has been triggered by a message from Slack. It started by getting context about the database, including the tables and schema, and then it's executed a query that it has produced. So it's produced a query that joins across those tables. The agent's got the result, and then it's formatted and sent that back to us via Slack. The Slack thread can also be used to continue. So we can ask it to delete the order, and this message will go back to the run within the Inferable application. So we can see here. Now, this time, the agent has paused, awaiting human approval. So we provide a set of primitives for controlling the flow of the agent from within the functions. So conditionally, you can return what we call an interrupt, which asks for approval, and that can pause the run for any amount of time. The Postgres adapter does the same thing based on the query and also the configuration when we run the Postgres adapter. So we can go ahead and approve that. And once that's approved, the function will execute and the agent will get the result back. Awesome. Thank you.